Hello. Our yoga practice this morning will focus on hips quite a bit. Remember to only work at your own pace. Do what feels right for you. If I ask you to do anything your body tells you not to do, listen to your body. Focus on the breath, inhaling, slowly exhaling. Nice calming breath. Inhale and exhale. Become more grounded, feeling the mat underneath the ball and heel of your feet evenly. If it feels okay to close your eyes for a moment, do so. Feel the spine rise as you elongate it, crown of the head towards the ceiling. And the shoulders relax, coming away from your ears. Inhale, bring the shoulders up, take them back and down. Again, shoulders up, back and down. One more. Soften your knees, bending them slightly and come forward. Maybe you'll use your block here or keep your hands on your shins. If it's not a good idea for your head to be below your heart, like if you start to feel vertigo or you have blood pressure issues that you're dealing with right now, then stay up higher, okay? But if you can fold, relax the head, inhaling and exhaling. Elongating the spine, allowing it to release. Inhale, and let's roll up one vertebra at a time. So draw the navel in, stacking the vertebra, shoulders, neck, and head. Inhale, bring your hands to heart center. Lean to your right. Inhale and lean left. Inhale, twist right. Inhale, twist left. Inhale, back to neutral. Lift the arms this time. Extended mountain. Exhale, swan dive fold. Releasing the spine, decompressing the vertebra. Maybe even fold your arms in front of you. The weight of them will allow the spine to release even more. You might sway a little. Your knees bent as much as they need to be so that your body stays close to your thighs. Release the arms. This time we'll come up with a flat back chest lift first. Hands can be on the shins or on the mat or on your block. Good. Now bend the knees more, fold, and come up with a flat back. Bringing the arms up overhead, and that's not a good idea, then keep the arms low. Lean right. Inhale, lean left. That should feel good. Inhale, twist, bringing your right hand behind you. Allow the arms to come down
Twist to your left to bring the arms back up, right hand in front. Bring your hands back down and then to heart center. Namaste. Inhaling, exhaling. Step wide and then back together. Step wide, then back together. So step wide with your right foot first, left, or you're leaping wide. Now if you're leaping, make sure you do it softly. And then bring the feet back together. Step wide, or leap, and back together. One more. The chain, I think, is in the way here. Wide, and we'll stay wide. Inhale, hands to heart center. Bend your right knee, right ankle, right knee over right ankle. Your hips going back. Inhale, come up. Go to the other side. You're sending the hips back, you're keeping your spine long. Now when you first do that, you could feel really tight. So maybe you're just going a little. Maybe a little deeper. Come up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Exhale. To the right again. Feeling the stretch inside the left leg. Maybe you're going a little bit further, maybe. And then the other side. Inhale up. Go to the right side. We'll stay to the right side. Pivot so you're in a runner stretch. Feel the stretch in the front of your back leg. Your front heel is down. Now take that, it'll be your right leg, take it back. Plank. You can put your knees on the mat if you'd like. And your knees may be going back on a diagonal a little bit more. That'll be more work than if the knees are right up underneath you. Your head goes in front of your hands, hover, and cobra. Now, cobra, you could be really close to the mat if you haven't been doing back bends on a regular and your back is tight. Be conservative. Push back, down dog. Pedal your feet here. That's just bending one knee and pressing the opposite heel towards the mat. Breathing. Shoulders away from your ears. Bring your right foot forward. Inhale, exhale. Press through the right heel, come up. High heel lunge. And to the front. Warrior two. Lift your right hand, take the left one down behind your back. Look over that shoulder outside the left foot. Inhale, bring the hands back out. Straighten your right leg. Reach. Triangle pose. Use your block here if you'd like. Circle the arms. Let's do 3 of them. Wonderful. Inhale. Excellent. Now you're picking up your left foot, your back leg, and you're turning back to the right. Here is where the block can come in handy when you're in pyramid, because you want both legs to be straight and as best you can. And you're hinging from the hip. Hips going back. You're not bringing your right hip forward, nor are you bringing your left hip forward. They're both going towards the back wall. Now, if your hamstrings are really tight, you're going to be up higher, maybe even above your knee, and that's okay. Okay, so you may be here. Bend your knee, the front one. Keep your back heel down. This is warrior one. Excellent. Straighten the leg again. Send the hips back. Use your block. You can keep it inside the foot or take it outside. Now, if you take it outside the foot, it's going to be more balance challenge. Keep a lot of your weight in your feet. So back off of the stretch if you need to, or the fold. Back off if you need to. Turn to your right, still keeping the right hip back. Lightly touching the block, easier said than done, because you'll want to put so much weight into the block. Or lift your right hand up towards the sky, keeping your hips going back, breathing. So your hand is either at the hip and your hip is going back. It's not going towards that wall that you're looking at. Bring the hand down. That's so challenging. So challenging. Come up. Warrior one. Turn back to the front and bend that right knee again. Bend the left knee. Excellent. Place your hands down. Let's bring this block with us. Pivot. Runner stretch. Breathing, inhaling, exhaling. You may feel that tightness in the front of your back leg. That's your hip flexor. They're bent most of the time because we're sitting. So you can feel a deep stretch there. Your front heel is down. Take your left leg back, plank, strong arms, strong legs. If your legs stay straight, pressing out through the heels, hover. Cobra. Drawing your navel in, shoulders away from your ears. Push back to down dog. Breathing. I'm pressing my heels down again. Maybe I'm doing that runner stretch. Maybe I'm just keeping my legs straight and pressing the heels one at a time, shifting my weight from one heel to the other. Feeling the calves muscles lengthen. Purposefully breathe. Left foot forward. Try to bring it forward softly, even if you have to bring it forward in steps. Might have to make 2 or 3 smaller steps to get it forward. Inhale. Come up into a high heel lunge. Open to warrior two. Your knee, the left knee, is over your ankle. Toes of your right foot are facing straight ahead or even a little bit to the left. Exalted warrior. Bring your right hand behind you. Maybe look over that shoulder. Warrior two, straighten, reach. Cartwheel the arms. circle. Nice. Now we're picking up that back leg as we turn, getting the hips back. Inhaling, exhaling. Our pyramid. Hinging at the hip. Keeping the spine long as best you can. Use your block as much as you want. Bend the knee. Come up. Warrior one. Keep breathing. Inhale, straighten the leg again. Come forward, pyramid. Keep the block inside or take it outside the foot. Your left hand lifts. For your reverse triangle, you're trying to keep the back heel down. It's a lot going on. If this pose seems difficult, it's a difficult pose. Bring the hand down. Come up again into your warrior one. Open to warrior two. And then face the front. Bring your feet together. All right, just take a breath. Maybe grab a sip of water. How are you feeling? Okay, I've got news for you. We're doing that again. All right, well, some of that will go a little faster. Some will just add a few little movements with our upper body to help stretch it. Remember, though, you're doing what is right for you, okay? So we're going to add a little bit more. One balance pose, pretty close to the beginning. Are you ready? Take a breath. All right, here we go. Wide stance, you can step out wide. Bend the right knee. Now you're bringing the right foot over. Softly land. Bend, bring it over. It can slide, it can brush against the mat. One more. Whoa. Make sure you're safely moving. Come over. And so if you had a chair here or a countertop there and you wanted to use that, you could. Or just keep the foot on the ground. You don't have to bring it completely off. Visually looking in front of you, somewhere that's not moving. You can keep your foot low or bring it up. Your foot can stay on the mat. It doesn't have to come up. And even if it does, it might be coming up and then going down, and you bring it back up and you keep it below the knee. Try not to put it on the knee joint itself. That's not a good place for it. To keep the knee, the patella safe. And then come out softly, bend, and we'll pivot. Breathe, take that right leg back. We're going into a series of plank hover planks, which are tricep push-ups. So put your knees down if you need to. We'll do 5. Trying to use good form there, core engaged, then hover. Cobra. That'll raise your heart rate a little bit. And your knees could be down when you're doing those. Push back down dog. Adjust your feet, so bring them in as much as you need. Keep drawing your navel in and lift your right leg behind you. Bend the knee, maybe take that right heel outside the left hip, opening the front of the hip and the side of the body. Then adjust the hips and bring that right foot forward. Come up into a high heel lunge. Travel down the back. Bring the arms up. Take them to cactus arms. I call them goalpost arms a lot. Put your left arm on top. Maybe lift your elbows a bit. Excellent. Grab your shoulders. Elbows up. Open the hands. Come to your warrior two. The heel of your right foot should be about aligned with the arch of the left. Exalted warrior. Looking outside that left foot. Inhale. Reach. Hips going to the left. Oh, I left my block over there. That's why it's nice to have two. I only brought one onto the mat with me today. And we're going right into pyramid. Adjust your feet. You might be bringing them just a little closer together. Keep your spine as long as possible. Keep your legs as straight as possible. Use your block if you need. Warrior one. Hands behind the back, maybe interlacing the fingers. Now, you can keep your hands forward, okay? You don't have to bring the hands behind the back. If they are behind the back and you can lift them, I invite you to. Stay low, bring your hands down. Use your block here. My reverse triangle would look so much better if I were using the block on this side. But I'm not going to stop to get it. Lift my right, it'll be your right hand that lifts. Lifting my hand. Trying to stay strong in my legs. I've been practicing triangle in classes quite a bit, so it's getting better. We usually have a focus, and that's been one of them. Hips and triangle have been the focus. Okay, warrior two. Back to the front. Inhale, exhale. Good job. Start with the left. Bend, and we're bringing that left foot in. Push. And come out. Bend. Push off of that foot onto the, and see how I just dragged that leg in because the balance wasn't there, so I just dragged it over, it's fine. One more. And bring it in, push. Make sure your hip, knee, ankle is aligned. And like I said, your toes can stay down, even all the way down. This is a balanced challenge, even with both feet all the way down. And you're working hip because this hip is rotating out. Or bring the foot up below the knee or above the knee. Keep your hands low or take them up. Hands wide. Bring the hands down and soften your right knee. Softly land the left foot. Bend the knee. Pivot. Runner stretch. Front leg goes back. Plank, plank hover planks, 5 of them. Knees can be on the mat, pressing out through your heels. Hover, cobra. Breathe, please. Push back, down dog.
Come on, we're almost to the end of this sequence. Inhaling and exhaling.
Bring your right foot forward. Inhaling, exhaling. Come up into a high heel lunge. That's it. Travel down the back. That's stretching your triceps. Bring the arms up. Goal post arms. It'll be your right one on top. Lift the elbows slightly. Grab your shoulders, give yourself a hug. Elbows up. Open to warrior two. Breathe. Exalted warrior. Triangle, straightening that leg, reaching, cartwheeling the arms. Inhaling, exhaling. And pivot. Pyramid, hips going back, straight back. Legs straight. Deeper breaths. Bend your front knee, come up. Excellent. Travel down the back one more time. Goal post arms. Your right arm on top. You know what? We did that, didn't we? We did that. I'm sorry. Arms up. You don't need to do that one again. Straighten the leg. Bring your hands behind you. But what I'd like you to do, if possible, is interlace the fingers with the opposite thumb on top. Because you interlace it, if you did interlace your fingers, you had one thumb on top, probably the way you always do it. Try to do the other thumb on top. Hinge. Now you may bring your arms right straight away down, but if you can, keep them behind you and lift them. Inhale, bring the hands down. Lift. So much better with the block. Come down. Back up to warrior one. Open. Excellent. Very cool. Inhale, straight ahead. Walk or jump your feet together. Nice. That is a series for the hips. We're going to the mat now. And even this is with hips in mind. Feet are wide, wider than your hips. And you bend. Now your knees would have to agree to be okay to do this. And if you can, come here. If not, don't do it. You would be up higher, right? Okay. Hands down or just have a seat. Soles of the feet together. Knees apart. They might be up quite a bit, and that's okay, the knees. Inhale, exhale, wherever they are. You can use your arms to apply a little bit of pressure. I like taking a hand inside the thigh or knee. And one side I have more tightness in than the other. You can feel the difference clearly, and that may be the case for you too. Inhaling and exhaling. Bring the inner thighs together, and we're going to the mat. Sitting tall in staff pose. Crown of the head towards the sky. Start to roll down one vertebra at a time. Take a breath. Bend your knees and bring them in towards your chest. Circle the knees. Now circle the other way. That's it. Go ahead and place your feet on the mat. If you do have a block, grab it. And this is just to work inner thigh a little bit, right? Put the block in between the thighs. And the way they're working is they're keeping the block from dropping. Okay? Lift your hips, toes straight ahead. Shoulders are supporting you. One vertebra at a time, come back down, drawing the navel in. Nice, and then come back up, peel up. Breathing. Maybe bring your hands underneath you. Maybe even interlacing the fingers again. Feeling the glutes working. You may also be feeling inner thigh if you're not used to them working. Back of the neck is nice and long. Head is resting, back of the head is resting on the mat. If you need to, you have something under the head. So your chin is going neutral, like towards your body a little bit, not straight up towards the sky. Broaden the shoulders, one vertebra at a time, come down. Nice, bring your knees in towards your chest. Beautiful. Hold on to the block. I just put it between my calves. You can have it inner thigh or calves. And straighten and bend the knees. Keep the low back protected. Bend the knees about 45 degrees. Open at the hip, keep the knees the same. When you take the toes towards the ground, lightly touch and come back up. Breathing, making sure you're keeping your back protected, your navel in towards your spine. Excellent. Go ahead and remove the block. Grab your strap. Put the strap, you have both feet up, but put the strap around the left foot. The left leg is going toward the left, slightly toward the left corner of the room, like over the shoulder in that general direction. Keep both legs straight and active and let the right leg go away. Now, I might not be able to go far. Wherever you are hindered, pause and let both legs stay active, and you breathe without the left leg moving, just for a breath or two. And then you can bend your right knee and let that right foot go down to the mat, or keep both legs active for a few more breaths. Take the leg out laterally. And the opposite, the right leg, if it wasn't already on the mat, place it on the mat. The knee can be bent as much as you'd like it to be, and that left leg, you take it away from your body. Now, we did quite a bit of outer thigh work, so we'll stay here just for another breath or so. Inhale, bring the leg across your body. Breathe. Bring the leg up. Take the ankle above the opposite knee. Bring both legs in. Inhaling and exhaling. This is a variation of pigeon. Nice stretch here. I love this stretch. Depending on where your tightness is, you're likely to feel that outside the left hip on this side and maybe your glute area. Now remember, both feet are going to go up again. Put the strap around your right leg, and that right leg, it's straight. Get it in a position where it's going slightly to the right, over the right shoulder. Both legs active. Take the left leg away. Now relax your shoulders too, even though I'm holding the strap so that the leg doesn't move. I am trying to keep the shoulders away from the ears, keep my spine nice and long, both legs active. Like I'm coming back because I can tell I moved my right leg a little bit. So now I just kind of came back a little bit. And the more you breathe, the more the left leg may relax, but you're trying to keep both legs straight. So, I mean, it could be like right here, where the left foot is barely going away from the sky, right? Just depends on where your tightness is. Then go ahead, bend that left knee much as you'd like. Put the left foot on the mat. Take the right leg out. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the leg across your body. Breathe. Nice. Bring the leg up. Go ahead and bend the knee. Take the ankle above the opposite leg and bring both legs in. Now, if you don't know me, then you may not know that until I was in my late 30s, I was extremely tight. I did not stretch. I was not a high school, collegiate athlete or even high school, right? And so my wellness journey started when I was close to 40. Right before I turned 50, I did a marathon, and I had been working on yoga practice and teaching for 10 years by then. So it's been over 20 now. I'm 61. But my point is that you don't have to be young to start. You start where you are and you do what you can. Okay? Take both legs long. I also can teach yoga from a chair, so you can do standing and not get on the mat. But if you can, lie on your back here, eyes closed for a few breaths, just a few. Allow the feet to roll out comfortably. Make a bigger inhalation, slowly exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Softening the muscles in your face. Relaxing your forehead and your brow. Softening your closed eyelids. Relaxing your jaw, your tongue, your lips. Back of the neck long, shoulders away from the ears. Feeling the rise and fall of the chest. Feeling safe, calm, joyful, grateful, energized. Wiggle your toes, your ankles, your fingers and wrists. Maybe squeeze your glutes and stretch the arms. Bend one knee and turn to a side. You can use your hands as pillows under your head. And just lay there for a moment as you start to transition back into the rest of your day. Turn to the mat. Stay heavy in your upper body, or stay heavy in your legs. And use your upper body to bring yourself up to a sitting position. Right ear, right shoulder. Left ear, left shoulder. Sit tall, bring the arms up, inhale. Hands to heart center. Namaste. Hope to see you soon. Maybe in one of my classes. Bye for now.